Alright guys, so in this video I'm going to give a bit of life advice from my experiences as a guy in his late 20s. And in this channel I talk about like how you can identify if a person has contempt for you as a man. I've given examples such as like how you're told to go to therapy, you're told to man up, or you're told to learn a trade, but there are some that are more subtle, and I feel that I should mention because a lot of these things are really easy to miss, and you may think that the following people are in are well intentioned, but when I share quotes from people who say things like that, I'll argue in this video that these people have contempt for you. So yes, here's one quote that shows that people are contempt for you in the most passive aggressive manner. So let's say you talk about your problems with someone, or you just talk about how lost you are in life, and usually like people just end the conversation by saying good luck. Well, you may think that good luck is a nice term, it's a well-intentioned term, but if you think about the context, if you think about how a conversation is going, when someone just randomly texts you good luck, usually it's in a passive-aggressive term. It might be hard to understand at first, but believe me, I've been on this earth for a long time, and I know for a fact that I get proven right and right again that these people who say good luck are not well-intentioned. They're there to just shut down the conversation, and it's just a supposedly nicer way of saying F you. F you, I don't want to listen to your problems. That's what that actually means when they say good luck. They say, I'm done with listening to your problems. You're lower than me. Good luck. That's what they actually mean. They don't mean good luck by, I wish you the best in life. They don't really mean that. When people say that, they have contempt for you. So here's how a conversation typically goes. Let's say I talk to someone and I say, yeah, I'm scared of the future. I don't know what job I want. I don't know what I want to do for my life. And then they'll say things like, just go for a trade. Just no one's gonna, or they say like, no one's coming to save you. Good luck. That's typically what we get as men. That's the type of response we get as men if we ever mention how scared we are of the future. So yes, that's why I believe that the statement good luck is a passive-aggressive term. The other statement I'm going to be talking about is, I'm not sure if you guys encountered this before, but you probably have. So let's say you're in a similar situation about like how lost you're in life or how depressed you are. Let's say your depression is like clinical and you just can't even get over it for some odd reason. And usually like, deep down that's not your fault that you're depressed. It's just the way things are set up is making you depressed. Like how unfair the job market is, how feminism is ruining everything, how people have unrealistically high expectations of us men. Well, here's one passive-aggressive term people will say in reply to that. They will say, I used to be in the same position as you, but now I've overcome it. I've done this and now I've overcome it. I've gone over it, so you can do it too. Like, I see this very commonly in the neurodivergent community. I see it very common amongst autistic males together. You have one autistic male who is rightfully scared about the future, and then you have another autistic male saying, oh, I used to be like you, but I've overcome it. Look, these people also have contempt for you. They say this, and here's my translation for it. They say, remember, know your place. I'm in a better position than you. I'm above you. Screw you. That's what these people actually mean when they say that. They'll say that's what they mean when they say that. You do not see this behavior among women. People are not like that towards women. They're only like that towards men. They'll always be dismissive. They'll say like, no one's coming to save you. Do it yourself. Even though they probably haven't done the work themselves. So yeah, thanks for watching.